Sarah and the people for the ethical treatment of animals are at war with guns ablazing over Sarah shooting, killing, and cutting up a caribou on her reality show, Sarah Palin's Alaska. With me in New York, Ben Whitcomb, who's a celebrity journalist, and Kathy Aru, who's the publisher of Catalina magazine. All right, so here's how this went down. Last Sunday on Sarah Palin's reality show, viewers saw her hunting for caribou with her father and a family friend, and anybody who was watching the show got to witness Sarah shooting, killing, and gutting the animal that she hunted. And of course, that enraged animal lovers from coast to coast, including me. I was so offended by this, I'm not going to show it to you here on Showbiz Tonight. And as you can well imagine, PETA, they're outraged as well. Here's what they tell Showbiz Tonight. Sarah seems to think that resorting to violence and blood and guts may lure people into watching her boring show. And Ben Whitcomb, I think she deserves everything PETA or anyone who is offended is throwing at her right now.
You know, I think that she's showing it how it is. She really is talking about what life in Alaska is like. I agree with Peter that the show is kind of boring, even with the animal cruelty in it. But, you know, she's making a point that this is what life is like in Alaska. So in that sense, it's just a documentary.
Yeah, in that sense it is. And quite frankly, Sarah's completely unapologetic about it. Before this offending show even aired, she took to her Facebook page. Here is what she wrote. Unless you've never worn leather shoes, sat upon a leather couch, or eaten a piece of meat, save your condemnation of tonight's episode. I remain proudly intolerant of anti-hunting hypocrisy. Actually, Sarah, a lot of animal activists haven't worn leather shoes, sat on leather couches, or eaten meat. And a lot of people, whether or not they're activists, think it was just way too graphic to show. Kathy, it does seem to me that a big part of the reason that Sarah may have showed this was to push people's buttons because, and I know I'm going to get slammed for this, but that's what she likes to do.
Well, you know what? She also offended hunters. Apparently, she didn't do it right. She's trying to push buttons, but she didn't know what she was doing. Apparently, someone had to show her how to get that safety off. She wasn't wearing the right clothes. She was lifting up her pants because she didn't want to get wet. What kind of hunter is this? So Palin offended everyone. She didn't push the right buttons.
All right.
She failed.
So now I'm offended on behalf of hunters.